Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
So today we're reading verse 56 from Vilapa Kusumanjali. O Sumukhi, fair-faced girl, when will I, like a vine of devotion, on the strength of great arising fortune, obtain the remnants of food that you spat out, along with your gargling water, and the water that has washed your lotus-like feet with love. I shall enjoy it in so many ways, along with your other loving friends. O Sumukhi,
Sri Radhe.
fair-faced girl, when will I, like a vine of devotion, on the strength of great arising fortune, obtain the remnants of food that you spat out, along with your gargling water, and the water that has washed your lotus-like feet. With love, I shall enjoy it in so many ways, along with your other loving friends. Notes: Sri Tulasi has massaged Swamini's lotus feet, and Sri Kusumanjali has massaged her hands. Swamini lies to sleep on a wonderful bed. When this delectable vision vanishes, Shri Raghunath weeps and laments, revealing his heartache to Swamini. Again, a revelation comes to him. He need not endeavor for such visions. Bhakti mrishta chitta vrittishu svata eva spuruteshu. In hearts that are purified by devotion, these visions appear spontaneously. The Leela is then the doer, not the smaranakari.
Yeah.
Not the
All paragraph.
yeah. Read again. Srimati Tulasi Manjari has massaged Swamini's lotus feet, and Sri Rupa Manjari has massaged her hands. Swamini lies to sleep on a wonderful bed. When this delectable vision vanishes, Sri Raghunath weeps and laments, revealing his heartache to Swamini. Again a revelation comes to him. He need not endeavor for such visions. in hearts that are purified by devotion, these visions appear spontaneously.
Yeah.
The Leela is then the doer, not the Smaranakari, the devotee who practices Smaran. This free flow of Leelas cannot take place in a mind that is possessed by the material modes.
Yeah, underline.
The modes of darkness, passion, and even that of goodness will not allow Smaran to take place. But only devotion will carry the devotee's heart and mind beyond these psychic qualities. Devotion liberates the soul from the knot of ahankar, false ego, and fills it with the identification that I am God's servant. Simply by being devoted to the lotus feet of the Lord, the saints are liberated from the bondage of fruitive reactions. Can you explain to Gurudev this paragraph? Leela is a doer, not a Smaranakari, and the visions appearing spontaneously.
When the mind is engaged,
Engaged in what?
ignorance, passion or goodness,
Yeah.
then this mind has to do or not. Mind has to do. How he will do when he is engaged. So you cannot think, you cannot smaran,
Right.
because mind is busy. So you have to make empty to the mind. How mind will become empty? By doing devotional practice. Ignorance goes, tolerance comes, passion goes, creativeness comes for the devotion. Goodness also go because that change in devotion. So you not take, you serve. So that service is devotion. No name, fame is important. No goodness is important. So I am serving as a maid servant of you. So that way my mind becomes relaxed with ignorance, passion and goodness. Like Om Jai, his mind is very engaged. So his devotion cannot possible to happen. You want to do, you want to use for his name and fame and his goodness. You don't want to show this, but inside his desire is for it. So it's not happen. Ego dance and it try but it's not happening like this. So devotion is important to remove peace in the mind. Then mind can work, move for that, for the service. Emptiness has to come to the mind. If mind is not free, influence with others, then it will not work. In Leela, not work. So devotion, by devotional practice, Prabhupada writes in page 4, he got the Sarup and Sarupship. Without realization, he cannot write this words. Nobody tried to read that.
Devotion has to become right.
Right. And this is the Raga Bhakti, he said 5 things. Passion, goodness, ignorance. He said that Santaras, Dasya, Sakya, Vasal, Madhurya, 5 rasa. If you do this, you will get this devotional practice. If you get the devotional practice, you will get the Sarup. And Sarup Siddhi is the goal of spiritual life. One thing. Second thing, if you cannot do this, then you have to know the Bhagavan, Atma, Karma, Prakriti, Kala, for 5 things. There is also 5 things, here is also 5 things. You decide which way you want to go. So what we select, these 5 things, where is the long process to go. In page 4, one page, everything is there, up to Sarup Siddhi. Little 5 page. But that takes whole introduction to explain that 5 page. But we are interested in that 5 things, what to know and do that. What is the knowing for the Kala? For the Sakha, no Kala, permanent. What is Bhagavan or Atma? We are playing. What is Kala? What is Karma? What karma? Playing is the karma, fighting is the karma. Mother breastfeeding is the karma. Conjugal love, nakedness is a karma. No covering is the karma. All the same thing what they do material, what same thing doing there. That is their lila. Confidential pastime. Where the karma goes to them. What is the time goes for them? No time. Every time is the fact. But same thing when we do in material world, we have to go this way. And when we go in a spiritual world, only one page has to know and practice. All thing is there, Bhagavad Gita. But we search long way and we never practice that. This is happening. Right or not? Can you bring my watch? Is there? This is happening, yaar. What to do? Right? Huh?
Yes.
Touch the most like this.
Yes. You watch, I see this. In one page he concludes whole Shastra. and still they don't know that Sarup and Sarup Siddhi is the goal. After 25-30 years practice, they don't know this. They practice Krishna is the goal.
Jiva kala karma. Jiva Bhagavan kala karma.
But Krishna is the goal. Krishna is the goal is the first assignment to graduation. Not even graduation, 10th pass, board examination. And that is not happened. We know, I agree with Krishna. Still doubts are there. Why Krishna is supreme if he is a stealer, a womanizer? Why is a Krishna? If he is feeding the breast of mother, how he become God? This is the problem. What to do?
Questions, doubts.
Because side of love is missing. Sambandha is not there. Devotion is not there. And goal is not fixed. Sarup is the goal. Goal to create our identification. How we can be identify this bottle, can how identify God? Impossible for this. How my senses, what is only enjoying life, so thousands of life, and now want to know this senses to God, how it possible? He becomes so pure now, who has so many desires for that. My mind becomes pure, my body becomes pure. Who comes through so many circumstances, how we can do this from that? But we will do it. So doubt never go. And Sarup means to come to first Sarup. Soul you have to come. Practice to live in soul, and then you develop your form of that. That is Sarup. That is no practice. And then I want to believe that God. Till I know come to the soul, I cannot believe God. If you have an altar, deity in your house, you will say, Murti is there. Murti means statue. I go many places. They say, I have a Murti. I say, what Murti? Murti, statue. I say, oh, thank you. Understand? Still mind is the statue. No relation. Because how it can be possible to relate with this material thing? Impossible. You see, so many rituals are going. In South India. The priests become God. They dress like a God, Vishnu, and they say that I am a Vishnu and so on. They are similar dress they wear, they no cover their clothes, upper side, and they put the tilak whole body. They say Vishnu, but they no relate soul and super soul. And that devotion cannot come. What they are worshipping Visist Advaita. Their philosophy is Visist Maga Advaita. We are two. Advait. Dvait means two. Advait means one.
Right. No difference.
No different than you and me.
You and God. They both
But
are the same.
Visist, you are Visist Advaita.
Nirvishist.
This is Vishnu Bhakti.
Ramanuja.
Huh?
Ramanuja.
So no need to practice soul. And that way, and mind cannot penetrate these things. This is the material practice. Because I use my mind only for the ignorance, passion and goodness. How we can expect from them to do devotion, selfless?
The mind is blocked, not in a stream.
No.
It's blocked.
Body is blocked. Senses make block for devotion. I am telling Prabhupada in page 4, after his prayer, he first page, one page he writes about relation, he writes about really 5 relations, he writes about devotional practice, and then he writes about Sarup and Sarup Siddhi. One page, not whole, one side and half. Right? 5 things he mentioned. And then you, this way you go this way. Then he writes also about 5 things. God, Atma, Karma, Kala, Prakriti. And it goes up to whole introduction. And every place he writes, you do this way, loving way or abiding way. There are 2 ways. You see, check. So, what we select? Badi way. We never want to practice half of the page, not full, whole, both sides to this way, Raga way. We practice Badi way, to go in details to understand. Imagine to Sakha and Mother Jasoda, where he think about Atma and Paramatma. Think, where he think about the Kala, he is playing, make the horse. And when he is thinking about the karma, that he is playing with God, what karma is. Get.
Even when
He is the horse, God is the horse, and he is the rider. When karma will come to it. And what? Huh? Prakriti. What Prakriti is touching to the
absence.
and take the mother. He never that he is a God. Beat him, bind him, and breastfeeding. What karma kala and
Prakriti.
time, any time he is ready to open. Who is there? Who is not there? I see. Sometimes I travel in flight, in train, any place, they open like this. I say, you return. I don't bother for anything. This is master Virasa. No kala, no nothing. Master Virasa. And in Madhuri Rasa for the Gopi Bhav and the Radharani, what God and soul and this is coming. Where is the covering in between soul and super soul? It's all they are naked. It's always come stories coming. What is restricted to talk about in Western India outside of the anyone you cannot in the front of ladies you can talk it. But we are talking all young, old, some sitting and we talk and nobody try to hide to listen that. Because pure. It becomes divine also. For the material conditioned person, it's restricted to listen. This is to listen and meditate and become lasting for that. See, Radhe, you see, what whole life we learn, restricted to think on that, and here it says to think on this, meditate on this.
Only this.
Huh?
Only this.
Yeah. Easiest way, Raga Bhakti, where the five thing is affecting here. Because our Acharya say, come to the soul, practice to be in soul, and practice to in your sarup, and then meditate is a pure meditation. When you come to the plastic box, it's a plastic box. See this, when I was living in this plastic box, it's so painful to me, I cannot say you, killing to me, pushing like every corner, every door and window, what to take me from that way. It's a gift, mercy, that I can understand this plastic box now. Yeah, we cannot do with this. See? Sri Radha. How are you? Very nice subject about there. I say repeat to him. And you will listen recording. Really. It's a good subject. Go on.
In hearts that are purified by devotion,
The heart has to be purified. Heart how will purify? When heart will purify, mind will purify. Because everything goes up to mind and mind blocks. It has to bring to the heart. That it starts from the heart and soul. When it comes, touch to your heart, accepting to the heart, then we listen also. When it not goes to the heart, from mind, nobody remembers anything. You listen 3 hours class and come out. If I will ask, but you listen now, you will, if not touched to your heart. Mind cannot keep it. Senses cannot keep it. But goes to the heart, it never goes out. Yeah. When heart will purify, its effects go to already place. That fluid comes. Yeah, that is the beauty. Huh? Sri art abstract. Automatic flow will come.
In hearts that are purified by devotion, these visions appear spontaneously.
Yeah, then appears. Satoguna also not purify you. Satoguna purify for one day. Till you know make dirty, your bath will purify you. The moment you go again in toilet, it's all become dirty. Any mistake do with the senses, again you have to take bath. And it's not purified, no? Temporary. For some moment we keep it. Because we are the friend of all my doors and windows. I am alone and 9 are ready to make me dirty. From ear, from the eyes, from the mouth, from other senses. All they are ready to make you. Prepare you to how to be and make you dirty. That purification is the Shuddha.
In hearts that are purified by devotion, these visions appear spontaneously.
Yeah.
The Leela is then the doer.
Leela,
It's the doer.
they are doer and you also doing from your Sarup watching that. You are viewer, but viewer has to be there to see that doer. You have to visualize this action. No? You're sitting in the theatre hall, then you can see the play of the actors. And when you are not enter in that theatre hall, how you will know the doer and the lover of the doer and beloved and lover who is there inside. What they are happening, you cannot go to feel it. And when you sit in the theatre hall, you make relation by looking to that. One becomes friend of doer, one becomes friend of beloved, one becomes Vilya friend. So how they become, they see that. Right? There are rallies different way. You went 5% to see that theatre and all rallies different way. Some become heroine friends, some become hero friends, some become villain friends. As your mood develops, you see that theatre. But you have to go in. You have to go in and see that. Outside you cannot visualize. In our material condition, body make me to live out, not go in the theatre hall. That's the condition. Why? The ticket is very high. To go. You have to die to live.
Price is very high.
Prices. You have to die from your doer behavior to go to see that theatre. You have a time for that. You are ready for that. You have to buy that. Right? Just you have to be real. The moment you will enter, you will start relating with circumstances. That's Acharya's heart has to be pure for that. Greed has to be that for doing that. Right? Time is short.
The Leela is then the doer, not the Smaranakari.
Yes, that Leela is very. One is I'm thinking, meditating what they do, but I have no experience of that. Why we are meditating? Because we are in the conditional body conscious. We don't go through that way to live there. And this stage I once read and try to meditate in the timing. Is a one time to read, not to keep the book and read that and try to meditate. And something is flowing, I stop and again I want to do what is in the book scripture. That is by devotee. It should flow. Make yourself in that flow what is happening. No happening, pray for that. When till not happen, but happen that you relish that as a viewer. Wait for that moment when it's not happening. Yeah.
The Leela is then the doer, not the Smaranakari,
Yeah.
the devotee who practices Smaran. This free flow of Leelas cannot take place in a mind that is possessed by material modes.
Yes, that's also one thing. It will not keep it. If your mind is totally engaged with the material, your ear will listen, but you will not listen because heart is not touching things. It touches only to the ear. Like take the example of my Krishna. He is sitting, but he is not taking any. What you will say? He is a child. So you become like a child on this condition. Not touching. Read again, then it will be clear. Again and again. You know it to us. These are things to be practiced.
This free flow of leelas cannot take place in a mind that is possessed by material modes. The modes of darkness, passion, and even that of goodness will not allow Smaran to take place.
See? No allowed. That those person need more help. Like me, I need more help from the sadhu. Everyone need more help. That anyway, mind becomes free to accept to the heart. My heart, mind blocked not to enter in heart. Cut. Mind is a very nice scissor. We cut. This is not now for you. He works like a scissor. Like one child is sitting in the classroom, 8th class, and he knows sitting in the class he not go, but he is thinking outside they are playing, and I am sitting in the class. He cut the classroom. And his body is there, but mind is not accepting from the heart. I was very bad student in a school. I see that way I am doing there. So I cut myself from the classroom and I go to the playing outside. Others are playing and I am sitting in the... So I become bad student. This is the problem. We have a good scissor. Cutting scissor from the mind. Now I understand. When I was a student, I don't understand. I can improve myself. This mind is my scissor. Parents are very good. Attendants are good. He is studying good. He is always in class, but I am cutting everything. This is the happening. We are different desire also, you can say. Cut what to do. Still this old practice we carry on. And you become engineer because you use your time. You accept from the heart the subject and you do nicely. You become engineer. Right? I also take science, but I never relate with science subject. This was the problem. Desire was there, but I no work for that desire. to become engineer, but no desire to act on that. This happens. Wow.
The modes of darkness, passion, and even that of goodness will not allow Smaran to take place. But devotion will gradually carry the devotee's heart
Yeah.
and mind
Yeah.
beyond these psychic qualities.
Wow.
Devotion liberates the soul from the knot of false ego and fills it with the identification that I am God's servant.
Devotion change. I and you. Here is mentioned servant. In that 5 rasa, 1 rasa servant. And here in rasa we can see. Right. Prabhupada's book comes to what 5 years.
Yes.
Beautifully Bhagavad Gita.
Ragabhakti. Listen to Ragabhakti introduction.
I think when he write Bhagavad Gita, he was in highest realization stage. He concluded in the preparatory class A to Z PhD course. I never see anyone who do like this. I am foolish, I don't understand. You cannot say him anything.
Right.
Great.
Devotion liberates the soul
You see?
from the knot of false ego
You see? Liberate the soul. Without devotion, you will not come out from the ego. False ego is the blockage, could not make me to liberate from the material condition. Read this line. Underline here.
It is
I
underlined.
give you the point and the
Yeah.
underline, you see?
Sorry, I will make it double underline.
Yeah. Listen, Champagata. What?
Devotion liberates the soul from the knot.
Devotion. Anyone grow in the spiritual life by devotion. Nothing to do. Service can change our life. One day what will happen to your life you don't know. I don't know my life. But devotion changed the life. That I know. Because the false ego gone, clean. You can clean your false ego.
I feel if you really try for it, really try to become more of the only solution for me.
Devotion.
Really try. Inside.
What I learned, not with the booky man, I am not a man of the books and study. Only devotion I do here in Vrindavan. Devotion is a very deep meaning that to understand. Ego throw out. I say you. Is a gift of devotion. Tolerance is not there, ego is there. You watch yourself. If any tolerance is not there, ego comes to dance to you. Cut it. They are criminals. They not make me to grow. Devotion has to grow, my dear. When I see somebody is blocked because of the ego, because he has no idea of devotion, he no reach to that ego. It's a very deep subject. You see this, the Chilli Baba, Kesar Baba, one name I give to him. He has so much devotion you cannot understand. We put him 60,000 rupees to bring up from deathbed to the temple, and next day he come here and he starts serving. Again we bring from the hospital, from deathbed, and again next day he starts serving, next day he went and bring the tuk-tuk. He cannot live, he wants to die with devotion. Pagal, madness for the devotion. Selfless, not behind reason of that. Why to suffer? Why not to care? He not bother for that. He is earning, making money, he is making bank balance, nothing like this. Devotion, service. You stop, not do, he will do in different directions, but he will do it. Nobody can stop him for devotion. You say to make 10 people for something, you will make for 35 people. Baba, nobody is so much, why you make it? Arey, prasad. No meaning for him. This is the nature of him. This is Guru Kripa for him. Devotion. And with no reading capacity. Bangla he cannot read here. What about English and Hindi? But you talk in English, he will understand everything. Yes, yes, yes. Maybe half, but he will say yes. His brother said to him, you are running in the so heat, son. If you will become sick, I will not take you to hospital. And if you call me, I will not come to you. You have to rest. Again he started walking. No, listen to his brother. Balram is his brother. I said, sometime rest. You will never see his sitting idle. He is more Mahatma than him. Balram, I see, he is more saintly person. You cannot imagine his saintly nature. I never see idle sitting. He cannot do this. You don't need to say to him anything. But God, this association, where you can get it? Huh? His wife not cooked for her. He goes from here, then he cooks for his wife and children. And then he sleeps after giving the food to her. Even she is sitting in the home, she cannot cook for them. Kesam Baba said to me. He is not sadhu. I said, go early. I listened to him. He cannot go early. He has to finish his job, then he will go. I sponsor his all children that he can be peaceful for that good. And this way I say you that devotion means this. They are the example of devotion. Then the practice coming in purity, then have you asked to him? He cannot mistake, he cannot do any mistake in life. He don't know that, devotion. He has no false ego. Our devotion means false ego get the place. What? False ego means start with my body dancing. All my activities will start dancing on my material actions. Ignorance, passion and goodness, all will become active. This is false. आए थे हरि भजन को ओटन लगे कपास. I come for this Hari Bhajan, to do some Hari Bhajan. Again I start doing the same, what is Otan Lage Kapas, means you go to the Rui binder, Rui makers. He start working dun to make the soft, and again I start working with my active material activity. I come for something, I start doing something. Business is not bad, working is not bad, but the false ego coming in behind that, is very dangerous. Why not you change in devotion to that? Your job also can be a devotion. Pujari only do the devotion. Cookman not do devotion. The cleaning not doing devotion. Gardener can do devotion. Everyone is doing devotion. Devotion means not for you, for others' benefit. That is devotion. Where self-benefit comes, devotion is gone.
Devotion is only pointed toward Ishtadev, right? And how is this manifesting in our relationship with others?
Ishtadev is the center to fix. Like go to yoga center, they have also devotion, right? Area-wise they distribute to clean and this, that. Why? They sit and meditate to the one candle light or light. To meditate in one point and do for one point, right? And meditation for one goal and working for one goal is devotion. And what is Ishtadev? They believe in the light form, somebody believe in the spark, and somebody believe in the form, because they believe that I am not a spark soul. A spark can be, light can be, and form can be. He want to develop form to form relation. Then he want in form. But meditation to fix the mind in one form. That's a meditation. Because my mind is many places, how to fix one place is devotion. I do work for one point. That is the devotion. For that circumstances, what is comfortable to create for the workers, that also be a devotion. Like if somebody has a company and he creates the comforts for the company, then he is working for the company, not for himself. Devotion goes in different directions. Is a devotion to make the free medical service or distribution of prasad. No. This my Ishtadev is in the heart of every living being. So that can, not only one place he is sitting, he is in the heart of every living being. And everyone has to see and beneficial with that. That is the feeling grows. Divine feeling grows like this. When the concentration fixed and one pointed is fixed, then its expand is a divine. It is not that only temple worship is the devotion. No. It is a point to start meditation and start changing your habit to serve. And then it should expand in different directions. In loving direction, selfless service. Selfless, how to create selfless service without any benefit of your personal interest. Before I am drinking milk also. When the cows come my stomach, I cannot drink milk. My stomach become bad. So I don't take any milk. Rare time somebody say, okay. I cannot drink 1 glass of milk, 5 liter, 4 liter I am drinking before. is a devotion. Right? Devotion means do, not keep your self-interest behind that. And that way ego goes. Ego is very difficult thing. It grows, then it's difficult to leave us. Many type of ego. I am a guru is a ego. Any type of ego can come. Be careful with any ego. Ego means harmless, harmful, very harm. He is going to create harm. Harmless not. He is full of harming, destroying he comes to hold you and keep you, and they will create some negative, positive behavior that is your ego become high. Now your mind is rolling there. He is not good, he is bad, he is good, he is not bad. Done, case is done, he wins the race. Be careful. These are the ego's drama. He will create some problem and he will get the chance to grow himself. Be careful. When this comes, cut it. He is not in loving mood. Yes, this is not meaningful. Ignore. Very intelligent. Krishna Bhakta hoye chatur. Who is intelligent? Who is the Krishna Bhakta? They understand this thing. They are clever. They don't touch with this nonsense. They are careful always. Understand? Ignore. There are gone. Why you stop? Right? I'm so bad telling that you not want to say more. Why? Why you not say reading more?
I'm not hearing about it.
Go on.
Devotion liberates the soul
Devotion.
from the knot of false ego
Yes.
and fills it with the identification that I am God's servant.
This is the mercy of Prabhupada. Why he say about devotion? Liberate from false ego. So grateful, so kind, unconditional love. First do, then see, na. If I will explain, you will not do. So do it and then see.
Simply by being devoted to the lotus feet of the Lord, the saints are liberated from the bondage of fruitive reactions.
Bah.
Unlike the empty-headed practitioners of jnana and yoga that artificially try to control their senses. Therefore, worship Vasudeva, who is very kind to the surrendered souls. The hearts and minds of the devotees are stolen by the sweetness of devotional life.
If you cannot worship Brajan Nanda, start with Vasudeva. But practice devotion. Is more naughty. Hello, Damodar. Well, yeah. Okay. Lollipop. Give to all. Yeah. You see? Yeah. You see?
Vasudeva is easy than Brajendralanda.
This is also devotion. Yeah. Here love is devotion. Love. Yeah.
The hearts and minds of the devotees are stolen by the sweetness of devotional life.
Yeah. And then they grow because sweetness is coming. Roughness will go. And this sweetness is the growth of our life. Humbleness grows. If you see Radhika, so humble, so kind, so sweet, so kind. Right? Whole world in the center is Krishna, and Krishna's center is Radha. Why? Because of the sweetness, humbleness, no false ego. She is angry, pride, everything. No touch me, go out, everything. But she cannot stop her love. She cannot hide herself to give everything to Krishna. Great sweet, great kindness, great humbleness. All example of the love you can find there. So we want to follow her. We want to prepare our life to be a servant of her, to make servant of her, to see always her kind mercy to me, what she do and what she do to Krishna and whole universe. Why he do for whole universe? Because all his lover universe. So if we do only for Krishna here and not for the creation of him, then what is the mercy? If you see in the temple and if you not see in living beings that, what you see, you are blind still. You have no Istadev still. The day is still, Istadev will come. Your vision will become divine, my dear. You cannot live without service. You cannot. You cannot. Your devotion will grow day to day. And don't bother. Funding is no problem. Seva is the problem. Love is the problem. Ego is not a problem. 99.9% is in ego. If you 1% become false out of false ego, there that is devotional practice, realization come in our life. I give you two examples. My god brother, Sikili Baba, and one is my Balram. Two other examples. If you not want to know a story of Sikili Baba, you can read in the Sikili story, who was one comedian Sikili. He do what he likes. You cannot stop him. With love I give this music. But I love also to him very much. Example, they are the example of devotion tomorrow.
Radhe Radhe Go